wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't wouldn't you whiz? Wouldn't you know it? Helps if you press the actual go live button. See, because you got to do this. You got to do 2 steps over here. You got to press start streaming, and that alone isn't enough to actually start. You got to actually press go live on YouTube as well. Also, I might have been a little bit late because I was doing the Discords. But anyway, hello. We're here now anyway. Hello friends. That sounds really loud. And there's a glacier. And that's also not as loud. Excellent. So we have stuff doing spinny things. Have your oh, you're at 60%, 70%. I really need some kind of power generation solution. Probably in the form of some kind of Dyson sphere, presumably. You know, it's almost as if I need to extract the energy from a sun to power my dreams of building a Dyson sphere, I guess. Moving swiftly along. Anyway, so this thing's doing its thing. As you can see, these nobules are going down. Inventory capacity. Let's not get distracted. I mean, more drones, more good. Blueprint limit. Fuel. Start streaming and then actually start streaming. Yes, yeah, there's so many steps to do. It's like 2 steps. It's a significant thing. Yeah, so we've got the interplanetary Kajigas now. I think what I want to do is maybe have a look at this EM rail ejector and whatever crap goes with it. Transport items, the planned Dyson sphere to form the nodes. Okay. So, I want to actually start making an understanding of this. Nodes in shell. Add new layer. I don't know what any of this means. I genuinely don't. Add an all. Sure. How many layers am I planning to build? I also don't know. None of so these things, I've never actually built one, so I don't know what any of it means. I mean, something that I could do. I mean, I could just be lazy and just craft some solar panels and use that as a stopgap. The other thing was, where is it? Yeah, the solar sails. And those are, what are those things? They're graphene and photon combiner, which is the prism and the thingy. What's the other thing? The shiny rock. I think that's a late game one. Yeah, that one. Optical graphene. So yeah, that's glass triangles and circuits. So I could potentially make those. Got the glass triangles over here in this sort of thing. So yeah, I'm kind of keen just to experiment with it and see what it do. You sir, come over here. We'll just apply our tried and true stratagem of just adding layers. Orbits are for the solar sails, layers are for the spheres. Okay. I have no idea where I'm going with this crap. Probably over here. Over here sounds like one of them patented good ideas. Like that, and like that. Should there be a splitter here somewhere too? Like that. There's our, that can be the triangle, well that will be the triangles. I figure, see, my thinking here is that if I just do something, then we'll see what happens. Up another one. There. It's not the right hole. And there. Suppose I better output the stuff too. Here. Just like that. Probably wouldn't hurt to maybe make a few more while we're at it. Sails to fill in the planes within the frames. Build a frame, fill plane, power. Oh yeah, and RAID receivers, yeah. That's the... Otherwise you won't be able to receive the power, because you can't receive the power just by hopes and dreams. That would be embarrassing. To build a Dyson sphere and not actually have a means of making anything out of the power. There we go. Like I'm just grinding down the power situation even further. So what was wrong with me putting that further over there? I have no idea why I decided that I couldn't put it there. That's the thing. I'm also keen to get one of these things going too, the satellite substation. That looks like a very fun thing to have. A very significantly fun thing to have. Is it shift? Yeah, shift. Still not 100% from... okay. So you... Oh. Don't have those things anyway. Because I don't have electric donuts. Gotta find more. It's a good thing I have this whole container of electric donuts right here. I think I have this thing for calling them electric donuts too. Also wants to, so click there and click there, then it doesn't try and do stupid things there. You don't really need two. Because the two was for the slow sorter, not the fast end sorter. Fast sorter is actually quite good. I don't need that anymore. Alright, you go there. Yes. Make me more glass. Squeeze you in there somewhere? Nope. But I'll guess there'll do. Do I actually have the RAID receiver unlocked? Yes, yes I do. Looks like I can actually almost make it too. Should be a significant step. Alright, let's move these over a little bit. Yeah, and then there. Okay, so the sail... Not the sails. What was it after? These things. Yeah, those things. And... Oh, I could just do it this way. 3, 4. I didn't actually check the craft time of those, so I'm sort of 3 seconds, so a bit over 1 a second. That's probably a good start. And we can just take it up from there. Just need to get some points on the board and get things moving. That's my thinking. As opposed to the technical term, copper frosted iron donuts. Yeah, you don't want to make things too... Hang on a minute, that's not a... Oh, I didn't build the sorters for the the glass triangles. There we go, that'll make them. Now, what crap do I have that can be shoved in there like that can be? And we output here. Okay, so the next step is, so that's, I can make the solar sails, because it's just graphene. I assume frame material is something that's kind of important. It looks like I can't, there's something there that I don't have access to. I'm going to need the ray receiver, which is going to need some silicon, those things, and those things, which I have plenty of. In fact, I can just slurp up those. There we go. Whoop, there they are. Where do they actually... Yeah, they get output into that thing, don't they? Which means that I need to go over to the other one and collect them up. I feel like these aren't getting used as quickly as they reasonably should. There, that has some significance. I guess. I guess there's some significance to it. Alright, grab that, put that back. Now, you is the thing I'm interested in. Actually, how about we just go to the source? Like right here. Just yeet a whole bunch of these things. Like that. What are you waiting for? Graphene. Why are we so slow on graphene? I know I'm getting distracted here a little bit. But what's killing the graphene? I think it's sulfuric acid. That sulfuric acid will be, refined oil, yeah. Oh yeah. I know, yeah. There's one thing for that. Where's the plastic go then? It goes into the crystals, which goes into that. It's probably one of those cases where I just need more oil refining, I suspect. Which is... that I can feel that one. That's a very Factorio thing to have. Where was I? It's around here somewhere, wasn't it? I've lost... there it is. Just couldn't find it, bloody thing. So array receive... Oh, silicon. And what do those need? Those needed... those things, which is the twirly whirly tubes. What do those even come under? More importantly, am I interstellar power transmission? Energy exchange surplus energy can be transported to another planet and then released through the energy exchanger. Okay, so that moves it between planets. High strength, that thing's what I need. Carbon nanotube, yes. That's what I need. What are we researching right now? I don't actually know. Presumably it's upgrades, which is fine. We can do with some upgrades. I should actually delete that too, because it's not really needed anymore. That's not what I intended. There. Let's pretend nothing happened. Everything is fine. There we go. I didn't just explode, a load of, you know what, Did I put that on the floor? I genuinely don't know. It went somewhere. Hey Martel, how you doing? Tell you what, how about I make a RAID receiver. Then I needed a something. And then a jigger. I probably clicked clear and reset. I guess you can't pull it out by hand. I suppose I got those there. Yeah, we can delete that. This is the early game way of getting it. It's you're okay? Wonderful. I might actually be able to reminding me. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm actually technically free tomorrow. Made apple jelly Todd. Apple jelly. Something nice for the. How's the weather at, like the winter going? It just occurred to me, like, because it's been. I was going to say it's super hot, but it's actually like 20 degrees right now. But I imagine it's freezing over there, isn't it? Now. I think it's been mentioned already as like minus. What was it? Said it was -3. It's rainy. Ironically, it can be quite rainy here too in December. Where was I going? This way. No, I'm not. I'm going up this way. To the pole. And then we can plop this thing down. On the pole. And bam.
You built a ray receiver, which can receive the high-energy rays transmitted from the Dyson sphere and directly input them to the power grid. However, caused by the ray receiving efficiency, the ray receiver's requested power will be larger than the documented output power of the Dyson sphere. You can keep it working or upgrade technologies to increase
that would also help.
Efficiency.
What's this efficiency? Keep it working or upgrade your technologies to increase the ray efficiency. Isn't that what you're meant to do? You got solar cells? Hey bonus can. I'm just working on crafting them now. Coastal California, it doesn't really snow or freeze. Oh yeah, California is nice. You're not really a snow area. So the ray receiver can receive high energy gamma rays transmitted to the Dyson sphere. There's two different modes. Power generation means the ray receiver directly outputs received energy to the grid. After upgrading the Dirac inversion mechanism technology, and up on the photon generation mode. The photon generation mode, the receiving power receiver receives 8 times. This ultra power can directly convert received into critical photons. Miniature particle collider. Blah, blah. This is words. Basic received power of each receiver is 6 megawatt. Continuously working on consuming graviton lenses with increased actual power. 2 times. Basically, aperture placing blah blah blah. 30 megawatt. Theoretical mass power photon generation mode is 240 megawatts. Users can up efficiency received rays. Yeah, that's I gathered that from looking at the tree as so far. So do you have one of these or multiple as well? Do you make multiple as a graviton lens? That's something I'm wondering, is that, so do you just have the one receiver or do you have many? In the mountains, gets a full load of snow over the past week. Oh, okay. Low teens of percent to snowpack 98%. Damn. Also happy summer down under? Thank you. You've had many? Asking if you can only make one thing in this kind of type of game. I'm Yeah, I'm probably asking the wrong question, aren't I? I probably should know the... I think it's one of those things where I think I already know the answer. Yeah, so there's the things for the thing. So I need more assembly machines. I should really focus on making these at some point. Making better ones. Gears and plates. That's motors. Okay. I should probably really be investing in upgrading what I have rather than... or rebuilding what I have rather than ad hoc... putting in ad hoc additions to what's already here. Okay, more faster, damn it. What crap have we got in here? $30 a minute versus 22.5 a minute. Not bad, not bad. You're all splitters. Where's the thing I'm looking? There it is. You take the gears. And I'm just going to take from the furnaces directly. They can only request power that the sphere or swarm can provide. The bottom stat in the receiver interface shows the requested power and the power provided. So if the first number exceeds the second, you have too many receivers. As many in the swarm. Okay, that makes sense. So you can have as many receivers as long as there's enough sphere output to maintain it. So this thing can make the sails. A little help from graphene and... I'm going to move these slightly. And sneeze slightly. Oh boy. Solar snail. Somewhere over here is graphene. This is where I really need to start upgrading the oil. I seem to remember last time oil was a massive pain in the butt too. Okay, that's going to provide me with my precious graphene. There. And there. Bam. Look for a bit last few scenes. Ah, okay. See, we're here. Just you did get to see the interplanetary logistics get going. I will need upgraded your mechadol. Yeah, I've been upgrading slowly. I mean, I can do a whole lot more now, but I've been chipping away at this for a little while as I go along. A lot of it is locked behind the later techs, the yellow techs. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so we've got some sails. You look for parts. Okay. So you need, you needed the sulfuric acid, so I need to really crank this up a notch. And it's fully backed, so that supply is not a problem. It's entirely down to lack of other stuff. How are we doing here? It's just growing. We're at still around 1%. It seems to be normalizing down to exactly 1%. How's that? That's quite full of hydrogen. Hello, bots. Whatever they're called in this game. Little transporty kajigas. Transporty Roombas. Cells are used for sphere itself, so you can can't overproduce them. My understanding is that you basically infinitely... Producing sails is the endgame component because you have to constantly replace them. Because the sails have a finite lifespan. And that is, I do know that that is one of the tech upgrades, is these, yeah, sail lifespan. These things here. So eventually, and quantity, it's reasonable. Slightly more reasonable than what you start with. Oil refinery. Need those things, which is electric donuts and triangles. Well, I know where to find both of those. I remember playing this game. Game of find the triangles and donuts. Life only matters while in the swarm. Yeah, once they're into the swarm, they start their timer and then decay, as I understand it. That was what I was thinking. So how many does this stack in? Is 20? No, that actually takes more. No. See, I thought when you fire them at the swarm here, the sails at the swarm here, and then they have a set amount of life, and then they expire, and so you have to keep replacing them. If they're in a sphere, they don't decay. Oh, so they need to be complete. Okay. Right. It'll all make sense once I actually start doing it. I don't, do I have donuts? Yeah, I do. Binary? I don't have stone. I should really be crafting these things as well. I kept pressing the wrong button then. I kept just mashing all of them. Have we got any yet? No. I came over here for a reason. No, I didn't want to come over here. I want to come over here. It's actually a convenient storage box. Ah, that actually worked. Week ago, I had about 4.5 inches of rate. 4.5 inches? I mean, it's not, it's a bit of rain. I was going to say it's not insignificant. It's a bit. .5 inches. Yeah, it's when you get into the... Yeah, that makes sense. For some reason, my brain was like, that conversion doesn't make sense. It was like, this does not compute. But yeah, 6 inches is 12 centimeters. It's actually a little bit more than that, but for argument's sake, it's 12 inches. And then 6 inches is 12 centimeters. 12 inches is 25.4 millimeters, 2.5 centimeters. Oh wait, 12 centimeters of rain. I was thinking millimeters of rain. Yeah, that's holy crap, that's a lot of rain. That's, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's why my brain didn't compute. A mist cloud hanging over town over the weekend. Damn. Have I broken it yet? Not yet. But apparently my brain is checked out. Yeah, electric donuts. Copper frosted donuts. My god. Yeah, it just did not compute then. What does it need now? Steel. Just doing this round and round and round and round for everything. Oh dear. Conversions are helping. And now it's freezing here. 30 centimeters is it's 25.4 millimeters to the inch. And 0.305 meters to the foot. Gonna get into the teens next week in Seattle. Back out of the single digits. Let's see, production, oil refinery. I wonder if I can reach, can these actually reach 3 tiles? That would be convenient if it did. It'd be super convenient if I could do it. Yes, it can. That is exactly what I wanted in mind. Because that means I can lay the oil refineries horizontally like this. We could just have an entire orbit of them. Minus 6% ore consumption per miner product, plus 10% mining speed. Each mining operation consumes fewer veins, and the speed is faster. This is a worthy upgrade. Yeah, 6 inches 15.2 and the thing that confused me is it's you know what confused me is I saw the quote and it's actually really hard to read. If I move the head right over, it's a single, so inches is the double. I do know this, and I don't normally see feet as the one quote. That's what tripped me up, is I didn't realize you actually said six one. What was it? 4.5 feet, I think you said, which is a lot. Yeah, I read it as inches, not feet, and that was the confusion. I can actually work with Imperial, would you believe? Mainly because in electronics everything is in Imperial. Like circuit boards are done in Imperial. It's just the way of the world. Right, so I'm going to send that round that way. Stupid units. I mean, there is that, but I do actually, like, I do work with them somewhat. So I'm not completely blind to it all. I might actually need to reinstate those belts. Yeah, it's the the degrees, minutes, seconds notation that is still confusing. That's the confusing part. Which is what the quotes is. Well, the stages of quotes. Which is another thing you pretty much never see these days too. I'm gonna do something crazy and downgrade that. It's just built that doesn't need to be super duper speed. So yeah, you go in there, and a you go in there, and a boop in there. That's not what I wanted, but I do want that. And then we're gonna go in, go there, output that oil there, and hydrogen there, I think it is. No, it's the other way round. I mean, I could just change the setting, but it's easier to do it, just to delete it and redo it that way. And you're going to give us the plasma refining to cook the oil. And then I'm going to copy paste like that, just to get the thing going. You're going to build that there, and you're going to build that there. That seemed to be complaining. Yes, it is. There we go. That's outputting its good stuff. But you're going to replace that. Like so. Which means I... let's go up, down, up and down. Did I get it wrong again? No. There you go there. And this one goes in there. And that'll supply the refined oil and crap to everything else. Feels like there's a slow build along there somewhere. Oh, that was still set to upgrade, wasn't it? Or downgrade specifically. Yeah, I feel like there's a yellow one in there somewhere. There it is. I knew there was a sneaky sneak in there somewhere. A sneaky snack. All the US superior is a defined scale of PSI units. Now right now, the thing I take from the base, but it's metric. Yeah, SI is actually I'm hesitant to agree with that. There is some underlying logic behind SI in general. Distance... I think distance is arbitrary. Because there's a lot of derived units like newtons, which works out. Like they actually do work out. So that's why I'm hesitating. Is it newtons? I think it was newtons. Main thing is that that happens far too often. There's a lot of like a lot of the derived units are Yeah, that's the one. Speed of light and such. It is Earth-based, however. That the frame of reference is 100% Earth. That's undeniable. But there was... The trouble is, I used to know this stuff, and I don't anymore, so I can't recall it off the top of my head properly. Am I out of junk already? I am. I feel like I need to stonk more of these things, or possibly look into a better fuel, although I don't know what better fuel there is. I think it still is the best fuel as I understand it. You a fuel? 1.8 minus 20. No, you are not a good fuel. See, this is what I'm using, the hydrogen fuel rod. 200% plus 54 megajoule. 96 kilojoule, that's terrible. 900 kilojoule. At least you know diamonds actually do stuff. I believe none of these were fuel. I think I've got to unlock the nuclear stuff to see better fuels. You can burn some oil for now though, and some hydrogen. Before moving on to those. Oh, you got to move on to them now. Fine. Very well. Oh yeah, there is too, isn't there? Over here. Wasn't it 9 and... I mean, in theory that is actually worse. In theory. Because this is 54... Well, there's no recipe to... to ram it into like these. Because that's hydrogen that goes in there. Hydro fuel rod is good. I mean, it's the best I've got, as it seems. I think it's safe to say that I've got enough stuff going on now. I need more acid. That is a simple matter of more fastering the chemical plants. How am I doing this? Something I did yesterday, I think, and I've already forgotten how I did it. Aha! Smack it in there. Uh-oh. That's... We just dropped some frames. Seems to be okay now. Don't know if that reached... It does reach. Very good. I have no idea what that was complaining about, but okay. Oh yeah, because it was taking all of the options. I just saw the thing... Please don't waste the cerium. Okay, I won't wait. Like, I was checking the fuel. Did I check the... I just saw that... No, it is on low latency. I did remember to set that. Yeah, I believe I just haven't unlocked it yet. There we go. That's fine. I guess. Bonk. Bonk. Hydro fuels, then you get the nuclear one. Yeah, that's what I was sort of interpreting. What I'm gonna do, because I'm kind of sick of constantly refueling, is chuck that on there. perhaps just stonk mega quantities of them, I guess. Hey, and that's even receiving sulfuric acid now. I may run into issues with hydrogen, however. I mean, it's saying that the storage bottle is filling up, so I probably won't. Still happily churning away. Your acid and stuff. Junk. I really need to rotate this entire thing. Just make that bigger. So in fact, what I will do is just grab a big old chunk of these tiles. Let's extend this. And maybe formalize this a little bit. Ooh, that actually locked to the line. I like this. I like that feature. Like it's actually locked to that radius. I need to not flood that, fill in that thingy as well. That would be bad if I did. It's like it locks to that particular grid alignment. There we go. You can just have a whole ring of oil production around the planet. Switch over the tablet and have a chill. Alrighty. It's chillin' time. Okay, murder some trees. Trees are the true enemy. It's not even factorial when they're still the true enemy. There we go. Can't help it. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks so much better. Nice and concretey. I should have completed the ring, but oh well. Game that some P's played. Someone's go, forget which. What was it about? Oh, it didn't actually give me, didn't give me back, there we go. Nope. It's just doomed to, have that one tile forever. Solve the whole polar coordination problem in a, polar coordinate problem in a simple way. That is interesting, because the polar coordinate conversion is pretty heavy. It's not, well, it is, in a way it's trivial, but it also, in another more accurate way, isn't. There we go. So, the next thing I need is the gun, which is brains. Electric brains. Did I stockpile these in the end? I don't know if I did. I just cut them off. Just plain cut them off. I don't know how many I need, so I'll just make a pile of them. I should also consider doing them too. Those were... oh, that's right, there were those things, which I don't have access to yet. Research is stalled out too. What's stalling out research? That is this crap, which is titanium based, which is which is water. So I've cut off the water supply some... ah, that's okay. Apparently I've destroyed the water supply. Motors. That's something I haven't needed to pick up for a while. Community building game. Game solved by just not doing polar coordinates. X and Y warped independently. Okay. Have you seen... that reminds me. Have you seen that game... yes, that game. That's very specific. I'm trying to think of what it's called. But it uses non-Euclidean geometry. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Hyperbolea or something. It's crazy. It's like the world folds into the sky. It's nuts seeing it. A bunch is a good idea for guns? I imagine when it comes to such things that more is better. It's like Doom. More is the more you have, the better off you are. Gotta be careful what you say actually, because it's on YouTube. You probably already said enough to get demonetized. Because that's the way they roll. Been watching a bunch of Mathlogger videos on topology. So yeah. I have to dig it up again. It was really interesting. There was another one who was doing, I don't know if it was the same person, where he was doing, yeah, I think it was more non-Euclidean geometry in a 3D game. And it was things like walking through a long passageway, or the passageway appears long when they're walking through it, and then they look at the outside as like really short. No, or was it the other way around? I don't remember. But yeah. What the hell was I working on? I think I wanted to say I was going to be able to do them, but I don't remember what I was about to do. Water pumps, that's it. One of these things, there it is. Oh, and I already had quite a bit. $60 a minute, 60 a minute, presumably 60 a minute. There we go. And it's all just going into these things. Is there a manifold gun? It was the thing that I was thinking of was it was just a demo. It wasn't an actual game. There is another game which uses. It was a puzzle game which used projection. Superliminal used projection in really crazy ways and did some non-Euclidean stuff. Superliminal is wild. It's amazing too, because I believe that's actually Source Engine too, which is like Source Engine is it's a great engine, but it's kind of dated now. So it's kind of impressive to see it doing non-Euclidean stuff. Yeah, now it should definitely not have issues. I think an even better solution is to perhaps even put a splittermajig there. I said put a splittermajig there. There. Get rid of that silly sorter. %50% of you other than 50%. Do you know why? Because Nightbot has only just told everyone that they need to press the like button. That's why. Nightbot has been not telling people off. See, that is nice and loud today. That was also really offset. Oh no, that was the game that's... I gotta find where to rename the inputs again, because this is saying line in. I need to change that. Also, hi Tucker. Some Matt Parker. You can always have... There's always room for some Matt Parker. You're plastic. Plastic is fully stonked, so those are going. Oh. Holes. Kinda curious. Do these have holes on the end? There your hole. You only have them on either side, so you can't do it long ways. Okay. Yeah, stand up Matt Parker. He's great. So we're researching again. We're getting our titanium lumps. I think, yeah, it might be time to really work on a good, proper rebuild. But I need some more power. And I do want to play with the dice and stuff. So maybe we'll plug a couple of these things in.
An EM rail ejector. You have taken the first step to build the Dyson sphere. Now you can use it to send solar sails into space for forming the Dyson swarm. Each EM rail ejector requires to set up orbit and supply with solar sails. Also, you can use copy and paste to set orbits. If you want a Dyson swarm orbit become more diversified, you can click the Dyson sphere button in the lower left corner of the screen to open the Dyson sphere panel. Make your customization however you want.
No restrictions, eh? Okay. I like this. So then we just shove them out there and hope for the best. There. Okay. Presumably... solve the problem receiving energy for the activate takes solar energy to a whole new level. That it does. Solar sales total 1. Edit the orbit. So how do we edit the orbit? Not by pressing escape. Oh, there it is. I see my little dude. Red equals can't shoot. Path blocked. Oh, now it's happy. So, is it any... presumably it's, where is the... I mean... there's the logistics. Presumably... the star is actually... it's a star. That is an excellent question. Not there. There it is. Found it. Just look for where the bright light is. Then you... Then you can probably find it. I mean, I could just look at the solar map. Okay, that would make sense. 'Cause there it is. Oh, it's being shadowed by that. Is it? I assume that's to be the case. There's Nightbot again. See? Now Nightbot's upset because there's not enough leaks. So yeah, it looks like it's too low on the horizon. Like it's trying to point further down into the horizon. Yeah, pitch limit now. Well, it was past block before. Now it's a pitch limit. So does any of this stuff actually matter? Like I can just do stuff and junk, sure. It's a good thing I got multiple guns. Line the equator with them. I think that is actually the equator right there. So you, these things. There we go. Let's just use the major grid lines. There, so I mean like that then. Because this I can get around. This I understand. But as I say, like, it'll all make sense eventually. I think the poles, depending on the percent, would be better. If it's anything like the solar, it would make sense if it was the poles. Oh, I can't click from here. Could use one pole as the receiver and one pole as the ejector. Armed and ready. Right, a fuel, aren't I? Yes, I am. I saw this is going down. It's like, it's out of fuel. How bad's the power now? It's capacity and demand are a little bit off. Pitch angle -6. Okay. Or yeah, poles would be better. Should, yeah, there it goes. It's starting to fire now. Yay, achievement. Insufficient power supply. Well, they're firing them, that's the main thing. Come. doing their thing. Yay! We have 70 kilowatts. Tons of sails to fire in there until the storage container runs out. Which I assume it'll run out fairly soon. Still making them. I still suspect I'm firing them faster than I'm making them. Oh, you're actually stonked up. Yeah, I need to redo oil. It's time to redo oil. So realistically, it's probably time to redo everything. And because I really, really want to, I just want to finish extending this all the way around the world. Yeah, like so. Could I actually pull these by chance? No. Doesn't matter. I think it's actually a foundation decoration. The difference between that. Oh, it's one texture in the other. Okay. Veins restore. Okay. I don't quite hello. So that's now removing. Foundation painting. Ah, it was hidden behind that tooltip. That's why I couldn't see it. That's why I was confused. There we go. Have a ring around the entire world now. How are we doing here? Oh, look at that. We got a nice swarm. 6 megawatts. Can we actually see? Yeah, you can actually see them out there now. There's the ray receiver. Sploosh. 100%. Strength. Continuous receiving at 13%. Progress will drop rapidly as if no ray is received. Okay. Hello. You can remove ores. You can fly up to them. Not physical, but cool. Ooh. It is impressive, this game. Spring. Like, visually what goes on in this game is pretty damn impressive. It's also tempting to add more solar panels. Yeah, I think it might be time to murderate this puddle of water. Or not. Apparently. Crude oil is kind of in the way too. Or is it not letting me... Oh no, there we go. Might have just been too far away. I don't think those water pumps are going to be too terribly effective now. Or are they still... Or is they paying tribute to... They are, actually. Honouring the Factorio tradition of having land pumps. Still call a water pump though. I think that was actually removed from Factorio. I don't think it's actually changed from 3 as well. I mean, I've got Nightbot telling you to press it, so how dare you not press it? You got the literal one job. What the hell was I doing? I don't know. I think I was trying to upgrade oil. At this point, it's just like any game. At this point, and now I'm just procrastinating, trying not to upgrade oil. I think I need to. I think at this point, I need to just admit that I'm avoiding it. Graphene. Why is graphene bad? I mean, power is bad, which doesn't help. But it's... graphene here has never been a problem in the past. So it's kind of surprising. Oh, Starling. Hey, Spellmaster. Under city water seas, so Galactic Empire Center. Star Wars Coruscant. I mean that kind of galactic center. Let's see, solution to everything is more faster. That is definitely something I want. A little bit more ray efficiency. I feel like I might not actually be getting it to the end, but we'll see how we go. As everything stonks up. That legitimately didn't do anything. I don't know why I did it. It makes me feel... It makes me feel like I'm doing something important, but it, in reality it's not really accomplishing much. Aha! Asimov's trying to say... Oh, okay. Yeah, my head was somewhere completely different. There we go. Now it's making more of that. Let's have a look. Oh, you're telling me off about that again. Thankfully, I made a chest. It's a chest container thing. So I can actually store a decent amount of these things. Copper... 93 a minute versus 93, 521, 521, it's basically even. 15, moving the coal. They're probably up there as most. Iron, yeah. The world's baddest city. Consuming titanium, it's not being made here, so it's... No idea what that means. Oh, favorites, okay. Stone brick, graphite. Graphite is the interesting one. Yeah, so I've used more than I produced. Yeah, production. Oh, you can see the uptick where that'll be where I built this extra smelters. And yeah, that's high, the consumption there's higher than the total entire star cluster. Because now it'll show the... Yeah, so I'm making more titanium than I'm consuming. Not doing anything with the titanium alloy. Tell me anything else interesting. Super Magnet Ring, that's belts. It's crazy thought. A city spanning the world, an entire world. Very toasty. I imagine it would be very toasty, very hot. A lot of absorbed heat. Nothing particularly exciting. I mean, I could continue procrastinating on fixing this, or I could actually fix it. What's the term? Procrastinating? Share? Right, let's get rid of this crap. Do I has the belt? I do. I probably don't have the splitter, so I'll wait. I'm going to drain that out and I'll collect more materials. Waste heat is a huge... Oh yeah, and waste... I didn't even think of that. I was just thinking of the light coming down, adding to heating. But yeah, the heat going in as well. The waste heat coming out would also be crazy. That's not the right one. I want this one. Just want to make sure it gets eaten. Enjoying yourself procrastinating? Yes. Procrastinating is when you like procrastinating too much. May or may not be true. I may be just talking nonsense. There we go. Just clean up that little tile there. These may not get consumed, come to think of it. Aww. You're full, aren't you? Yes, you are. You need glass and crap. What is it? Glass and iron. We're down to 50% efficiency. This is the Dyson Sphere that I remember. When I last played. You're doing a Jan and you haven't even done a heist. I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're missing a step there. Put it there. Cannot click. You. Did I make you? Yes, I did. So, bam. Now, isn't there a better... There's the Fractionator. Matrix Lab. Miniature Particle Collider. So how about I work on these? What are you? Silicon and those Kajigas. I haven't unlocked those Kajigas. That's like still coming. Ah, insufficient. Yeah, everything's sort of complaining now. Oh, you're in complete darkness. Because it's not pointing at this sphere. What's a swarm doing? Swarmy things. So is there a limit to how many can be in there? 399, 400. Or it just happens to round to 400 exactly. I think the other pole might actually be better. Oh, it's behind that, that's why. Yeah, because no, the pole's fine. It's just being blocked by this giant, bloody ice giant. This thing right here. So it actually makes sense to have the receiver over here. Just like a 400. Oh, for some reason I was I actually disproved my theory already, because it was 399 and 1. So what is actually here? I haven't actually been here before. Ah. Fire ice. Rarer things in the universe exist throughout the universe, finding it in... Sure. I lost my homeworld. It's around here somewhere. Just gonna check out of the pocket, I think. Just gonna check my other pocket. There it is. I guess I won't be able to put a receiver there then. You're not going fast enough. Or faster, damn it. Aha! You can find the guns by seeing the sails getting fired. There we are. So I've got the fire ice. I might just drop it in there for now. Because I really can't stand having this thing constantly complain. I've feedback looped it. Can this actually consume these out of curiosity? Yes, it can. 2.16 megawatts. Just burns it slower. Yeah, I've root looped it down. And like, build swarm eclipse 20 minutes after. Yeah, no landing on the gas giant. Yeah, there you go, 442. As I say, it just happened to round to... I saw the 400 there, I was like, is that the maximum? But no, it was 399 on this one and 1 on this one. What I was thinking when I saw the 400 was that the swarm was limited to like 400 or something and I needed to do an upgrade. That's where the thinking was. But yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. That's fine. Maybe more RAID receivers are a good idea. Do I actually have more? The easiest way to tell would be to... No, I don't. So, what do we need? We need steel, which we have. Some of that crap. Steel, some brains, and then steel, brains, magnets, super magnets, whatever the hell they are. Yeah, everything's really grinding down now. I was letting go and then clicking, but there's this sort of smoothness to it, so it kept dragging. Yeah, like that. There's some smoothing going on with it. Super magnet ring. That's it. And then steel. Plain old steel. Make lots of them. I can't make that, but I will make that. That's glass triangles. And copper frosted donuts. Sploosh. Where's the pole? There it is. Ah, it's a wet pole, is it? Yes, it's a wet pole. I don't have any concrete. Okay. Let's try this adventure again. Just rammed me into the ground. Where is it? Here it is. There. About exactly there. So, nope, that's not it. That's it. I suppose I could actually put it, let's jump. There. Then there. There. it seems excessive, but whatever. Just betting everything on this one side. Okay. 6.52 megawatts. What's it actually generating? 17.6. Not a lot. Up until this power shortage, everything felt like it was going really well. I suppose I could solve it just by burning more coal. Solution to everything, isn't it? I mean, I feel like that's not really contributing to the overall output. We can max out 12 megawatts. Yeah, enough for 1.5. Okay, so I have a few spares, effectively. That's how I'm going to choose to think of it as. I need a way to recover these things. There's something that's sort of going. Probably oil. If I cut off the supply of oil, that should kill off everything pretty quick. I suppose it would also make sense to cut off the output too. But either or. Is it actually empty yet? Yeah, this area just feels like it's permanently dark now. Is the game doing it on purpose? Hmm. Okay. I mean, I got rid of those things at least. There's a start. Cut off that, cut off that. Okay. Okay. How's it look? 40%. Yeah, this area used to be pretty... yeah, this thing's just getting in the way now, isn't it? What are we up to? 20 megawatts. See them coming in. $41, $42. It's growing. How are they still going? I don't know why I say that, because I know why they're still going. It's because I put oil in them manually. That's why they're still going. I mean, this thing being blacked out is also kind of hurting the whole solar situation. How is that inclined away now? The game just shifted the inclination of the planet just to be a troll. It's kind of what it feels like. Also trees. Bad trees. Bad trees are bad. How's the supply of sales doing now? Did I mention that I'm procrastinating on... it's actually going up. Did I mention that I'm procrastinating on rebuilding oil and don't really want to rebuild oil? Have I mentioned that lately? I don't know if you caught on that I have. But I'm procrastinating on oil. Was research? That is probably a good idea. But I kind of... it's not really going to do anything anyway. And I would like to... I kind of do quietly want the research to continue. The planet is rolling along and orbiting. I might be right there. feel like you're also still doing the jams, but not the way round. Not doing the heists. Okay, let's input these. Go there, then go there. Unplug that. Bit of oil delay. Okay. I sort of figured as much. But normally it's because heists. Normally, traditionally. It's kind of funny that it's being used as it's intended. As it was originally intended. Right, is that enough oil? Possibly. But you never know. There we go, +3 construction drones. Very important, that is. Now you... Can I make this happen? No, it does a different pattern. So... Next phase is to go back and get some more belts, I believe. Was it? Well, I just want to make sure I actually have enough of these things, so I'm going to grab as many as I can. Oh yeah, I got the sorters. It's because I've had the good sorters for a while. That's why I keep thinking I need to upgrade them. Had them for a while. So we then need to come back on itself. Also splitting while we're here. And that can all be upgraded. Oh, there's actually no belt there. That's why it's it's not doing the thing. I suppose part of the problem is I gotta actually figure this crap out. There you go. Almost out of time too. Would you look at the time? I mean, I would love to get the oil rebuild done, but it's almost time to get out of here. Would I do that to you? Would I do that to you? There's a lot of beeps going on. Yeah, so you go down there. You come back here. Let me say oil refinery. You go there. You are X-ray diffusion. Those are programmed. I just curious about that. You those things output. You input. You. Huh. That makes me pause and think. Because I need the thingy to do the stuff. I think the answer that I'm looking for is that. Like so. And you go there. Go there. Like that. An input. You're an input. You're an input and you're an output. And the same thing again, you're an output. So you're an output and then you're an input. That way it's self-feeding. That way it feeds itself. So as long as it has a supply of oil and stuff, and that can go there. Actually, I can do one better and say, grab that. Now, will it lay? See, why? How? How do you make it force over? Like it complains that it collides. How do you make it not complain that it's colliding? Is my question. That I don't understand about the blueprint system in here. Happy now? I have a headache from the drum skull. There you go. Yep, much better. Right click it off the blueprint. Okay. And this is almost functional. Does just have that kind of inconvenience. There we go. I think I should put the power sticks there. There we go. Let's put the belt the wrong way. I did wonder if I did. I mean, two should go down, one should go back the other way. Then there. Then there. Angry CPU was angry. So, feeding that stuff. Actually, Oh, there it is. I couldn't see the icon. I was worried there for a minute. So yeah, that's outputting those things. And so our final output is oil there, refined oil there, our carbon there, and our hydrogen here. I think it's okay. Yeah, one, as I say, it was meant to be 2 down, 1 back. So, yeah, that one's the hydrogen. Yeah. So that's all done. So this one will be the light oil. And then what we can do is then do another lap. Like that. Which then outputs all of the different products to the next layer. Which would be all the different processing. Or it could extend it that way, because I've got an entire ring to work with. In fact, I could have put those up there and continued it straight along. That would have worked too. So, yeah, this one is that. Oh look, we got the power again. There. You go into there. Go into there. And you can now infinitely make hydrogen. These are first, so these will always have priority in making supplying hydrogen, and these will just supplement it as it goes. That's why it's first. And then I don't need any splitters or any crap like that. It's much simpler. Aha! More solar sails. What is it? 36.2 for 1,000 sails. Now the power's failing again.
The amount of your solar sails has reached a certain scale, and they have formed a Dyson swarm
Okay.
around the star. You should be able to clearly see it right now. To receive such energy, you have built a ray receiver to absorb the transmission, where Dyson swarm can generate power.
One belt was meant to be the wrong way.
Every solar sail launched for a certain life cycle. If you want to maintain the Dyson swarm, you have to continue on injecting the solar sails.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The they have a life cycle. Yeah, I should actually be able to. Oh, it's straight up right now. There it is. Total generation of 100 megawatts. And an achievement. Well, that was the same achievement. But I need to make sure I am make sure supplement these. I'll add a few more of these little generators just to make sure I can keep the power up this time. something something, it's not great at not being able to keep it up. Aha, it's a funny. I move there. That's my impersonation of a Canadian right there. And it's at this point I get beaten by a moose. Moose just comes out of nowhere. Hey, eat that. Hooray. More faster. Maximum fastage. Maximum fasterage. That's not the right way to go. Oh, it's right here. The landscape's changed so much. Cool. Neato. Neato completo. How's power doing? It is 99, 102. So not great is the answer to that. Or foundation support, you say. Oh, not connected to anything. There you are. That wind turbine really made all the difference. It did. Like it, we're not achieving anything without it. What are we missing? Complaining about missing. Probably belt or something. There we go. Problem solved. Let's make you more faster. And it actually runs too, apparently. There we go. Solution to everything, burn coal. Burn lots of coal. Let's park ourselves down here. Button. There we go. Yeah, the swarm, the proper sphere doesn't decay. I was getting confused before. Yeah, it was saying the solution is just to do things. That's one solution. You just happily cook away. So what are we producing now? Just on 100, but we have 124 megawatts of generation now. And it's almost 10 o'clock. I kind of don't want... feeling a bit of the old lazies. Kind of not feeling it to upgrade that. This is when the jams come in again. you're making one of these looking like... Am I getting enough plastic? So it needs more plastic. So what is it? It's 110, not 100, 10 a minute. 6 seconds. You're... You're 3 a second versus... Ah, okay. So it's 3 and 3 effective equivalent. I didn't catch that before. The requiring 2. So it is actually right, it is 1 to 1. That is handy. That means I can actually back-to-back these. Okay. It's tempting to move them further towards the pole just to get them out of the way of the oil well. It's tempting to actually eliminate that for a different one just because it's kind of crap. And I might do that. Not today though. That's a future me problem. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Just trying to think of things to do in like 5 minutes, and don't know what I could do in 5 minutes. We're gonna have another look at the swarm. 9.5, 9.6. Well, it sounds sleepy. Koala is sleepy. Do you know what? Speaking of kookaburras, for a change, I wasn't woken up at 5 o'clock by kookaburras. They really like to honk at first light. At first light, it's like 5:30 a.m. at the minute. Apparently, they haven't expired yet. The very first one that we launched is still there. Still there doing its thing. We've got 50 megawatts. So how's the thingy over here doing, the power receiver? You're receiving 4 megawatts. It's charging up again. What about over here, this away? This is what it can do in the last little while. Yeah, kookaburras are actually really noisy. 8.42. Okay, so it is feeding it. Woke up a couple of times from earthquakes. Yeah. Asking for their skulls to get drummed. Yeah, get the let's make a pact, a coalition deal with the magpies or the galahs, and hammer some skulls. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for today. 6.2 on Monday, damn. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for today. We shall continue on tomorrow. I hopefully shouldn't be tired tomorrow because I'm actually done with work and I want to have a rest day. Technically, I'm meant to go in tomorrow, but I don't want to. So I'm just not going to. Anyway, yeah. So thank you all very much for watching and being here. Thank you all very much for the 5 people that press the like button right now. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all the guidance too. In this game, starting to get a handle of it. And we shall baff about with the base tomorrow. So yeah,